boom, 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 chickadee chanker. Get in there, lads and lasses. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little video for you. Just a post-match reaction for the Aston Villa versus Manchester United game. How are we all doing? We've just won it 3-1, lads and lasses. Get in there, my son. An absolute drubbing. Coming back from 1-0 down. The comeback kings strike yet again. And we have indeed won the game, my friend. So get in there. It's a beautiful win. We stopped Manchester City from lifting the trophy tonight, which obviously is the main thing. Stop those grubby little greedy oil money melts from getting their hands on the bloody trophy just yet. You never know. I very much doubt a crumble job is incoming, but you never know. How are we all doing today, guys? Sorry there was no watch along, by the way. I didn't go to sleep until about 10 a.m. I set my alarms to get up about 1. And I just completely slept right through, guys. I'm absolutely shattered as well. But sorry there was no watch along from the start here, but I'm just on post-match. How are we all doing? We've got Gungshi in here, OHB, Sukrishna Pasha, Kayam, Brandon, MUFC fan, Edward Reed. Everyone, thank you very much for getting in here and for the post-match show. So where do we begin? Of course, we did go down in the first half. I mean, you have to say it again. I mean, I missed the first half. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I didn't wake up until near half-time. But having watched the clips back and stuff for their goal, I have to say I do think Manchester United's problems are just as evident as always at the back there. Yes, okay, Slabby Maguire might have played every single minute this season long. Well, fridges don't get injured, do they? Do you know what I'm saying? You know, like that expression, snitches get stitches. Well, fridges don't get injured. Because that's, well, actually, he did get injured today. Oh, my goodness me. Sorry to say, he did get injured today, come the end of it. But anyway, the point I'm making is, Lindelof and Maguire at the back there, it's just no bloody good, is it, guys? I'm sorry to say, but we're always going to concede goals like that. Luckily for us, we've got great quality players up top there in terms of the attacking positions. Mason Greenwood popping up today with a glorious goal as well. Bruno Fernandes was glorious as ever, really, making things happen, pulling the strings as always. Edinson Cavani, obviously, Edinson Cavani is just the main man, isn't he? El Matador, basically just making sure that we need to sign him. I don't know how much he wants for his contract to stay at Manchester United, but whatever it is, just bloody pay the damn money. He's literally that good. His movement's insane. The way he comes on, the way he just gets across defenders. He's so damn tenacious. And he literally leads from example at the top of the pitch there, which is what I love as well. Oh, shit, sorry, this is being played in the background here. What's going on? Yes, get in there, my son. Come on, United, have some of that Villa. And Man City, their title parade is halted. Get the fuck in there, G-Wolf United. He says total control after the 1-0. Absolutely, what we have to say about this game, a game of two halves. We've seen it a lot from Manchester United this season where we start out games a little bit sloppily and maybe we do allow the opposition into games and we have to sort of claw our way back. We did it today, of course, come the end of the game, Manchester United are much the better side. But you'd probably have to say, going in at half-time again, and this has been quite a common theme for Manchester United this year, going in at half-time again, they are probably the better side up to half-time, you know, from what I've read. Because, like I said, I was asleep until just up before half-time today, guys, which I've melted. But from what I understand, Villa were put in a good performance in the first half, and United just maybe a little bit off the pace. Defensively, a little bit concerning as well, with the likes of Lindo and Maguire slabbing it up as always. So that is an issue. But ultimately, Manchester United come back, and we've absolutely penetrated Villa in the second half. I mean, that second half was brilliant. 3 goals, pure penetration, lovely Greenwood goal, beautiful penalty from Bruno Fernandes as well, the Portuguese Magnifico, a.k.a. Bruno Fernandes, they say. Well, have some of that then, peeps. Have another penalty. Have another beauty Bruno penalty. Credit to Paul Pogba today, by the way. I thought he was very good in that second half. I don't really know. I haven't seen or analysed the players' performances in the first half, obviously, guys. But the second half performance, I think, from Paul Pogba was very, very impressive. Also, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford. Rashford's ball in for Cavani's header was absolutely delicioso. Absolutely delicioso. And Cavani's header was beautiful as well. So I must say, I think that having watched the second half only, I'm probably not the best person to actually speak about overall Manchester United's performance today, but maybe that's all that matters. I caught all the important things. I caught the important half. It's probably classic United. We started a bit sloppily, started a bit slowly. Villa maybe more at it to begin with, but ultimately United grew into the game. Ollie's tweaked a few things at half-time, got that old Norwegian hairdryer out and set it to full blast, and they've come out second half swinging, guys. That seems to be the case to me. Do us a favour at the start of this stream, everybody, and smash that like button. Smash a thumbs up on the video if you have not done so. That would really help us out. No watch along today, guys, because I was melting. I set my alarm and I slept through until halftime. I crumbled, guys. Apologies for anybody looking for a watch along, but we're here now. Do us a favour and smash that like button on the vid and give it a share on social media if you can. That would be much appreciated. Thank you very much, guys. So yes, get your thoughts and opinions in about the game, obviously. But just to give you the rundown for anybody who's getting in here, it's a great comeback from United. It stops, of course, City from claiming the title today, if we just have a look at the league table and the implications of this. So it just puts us 10 points behind them. But we do have a game in hand. So, I mean, the chances are City have got 3 games left. They literally have to lose every single game. And then Manchester United win every single game for us to win the league. So it's not like we're going to win the league here, but it just stops them from winning it right now. And ultimately, we want to finish as close to City as possible, just to make a statement, really. Solskjaer's done a tremendous job of closing that gap with City this season in particular. Yes, okay, we haven't won the league. In the end, it's not a close challenge, but we've been sort of there or thereabouts. We're comfortably there as well, and it's a good statement of intent by United and Solskjaer and the lads, just to show everyone, hey, next season we mean business. So I think it's a good, strong end to the season that we're having here. Solskjaer's got the team in a really good run of form. Our form's absolutely incredible, and it's just brilliant. Hey, Zayn Miyasi, how you doing with the $4.99 super chat? Thank you very much, Zayn Miyasi. Get in there. He says, this is how you will win the final. Go behind and grind a result out. It's more boring than us. What? How is that boring? That's one of the most entertaining ways you can win a game of football, Zayn Miyasi, you Arsenal Mel. Come on, Zayn. Literally coming back from the phoenix from the ashes, mate. That's the best way you can do it. And you've seen United do that more so than any other team in the Premier League this season. We have come back from losing positions more than anybody. I think we've got like 15 more points than anybody else from a losing position in the Premier League table this year. So I wouldn't say that, Zayn Miyasi, mate. What are you talking about, lad? Thank you very much, though, for getting in with your super chat, mate. I mean, one thing for sure, Arsenal were damn boring. Boring Arsenal, the old adage that they used to say about George Graham's Arsenal. It's true again there, Zane. Anyway, great to see you all in here, guys. Do us a massive favour and get your thoughts in about the game. Let me know, how were United in the first half? I missed the first half, guys. How were we? Were we shite? Was it down to that big Slappington Maguire again, the reason we conceded the goal? Or was it that Swedish meatball melt, Victor Lindelof? What's the story on the first half? Because I missed it, guys. The second half, though, I saw in all its glory, and it was just more swashbuckling football from Manchester United. Penetration, lots of great play, great passing from the likes of Pogba, the likes of Bruno, really just controlling the game. Great dynamic performance from Paul Pogba, you know what I mean? Making things happen, getting himself all over the place, winning the penalty. I thought Paul Pogba was excellent in that second half. That's brilliant to see. Lindelof was the culprit, was he, 20XS TV? Are you serious? That's so funny, isn't it? Yeah. Harry got injured. Yes, Harry Maguire did get injured. So he has played every single minute up until now in the Premier League this year. Pretty damn impressive. But it looks like maybe that's not going to be the case. Hey, Shazad Ahmed, how you doing there? Gangshi as well, what's going on? R. King says, it's the Fred Tomini buckle. What do you mean? Good goal from Trier. Yeah, fair play, Bendor. Like, I haven't actually seen that goal. I missed it, but I heard it was a banger. Yeah, I heard it was a banger. Dwindleoff cost us the goal. Marty McFly. Well, let me just talk about that for a moment then, guys. I mean, it's no surprise. Like, I'm not even kidding when I said, when I came in here a minute ago and I just said, I bet it was down to Maguire or Lindelof why we conceded a goal. I mean, maybe there's more to it than that. I haven't actually seen the goal, guys, like I say. But I do think that they just don't fill us with confidence, is what I'm saying. Anytime that those two are starting, I don't feel confident in the team that we're going to keep a clean sheet or we're going to stop the opposition from scoring. So how can our players feel that way? If I had a slab and a meatball at the back, I would be a bit concerned. Oh, Kenkichi says McFred was shocking in the first half. Second half, much better. You see that quite a lot from Fred and McTominay for some reason, and a lot of the players in Manchester United's team this season. I don't know why. Maybe it's a sign of a good manager. Solskjaer just adjusting things, the players growing into the game and tweaking a few things at halftime, coming out with a different mindset, different approach second half. That's a good sign of a good manager, good tactics and all that sort of stuff. But also it's massively concerning, isn't it? We're always going down in games, man, but at least we've got the wherewithal and the bottle and the ability to come back and smash it up. Yes, Gungshi, that's right. It was United dominatione in the second half. Yeah, get in there, Gungshi. Yeah, definitely a great second half performance from Manchester United. What do you guys think? This is what I want to talk to you about. What do you guys think about Dean Henderson in goal, guys? You know, is he Manchester United's number one, or should De Gea be the number one? I know that's a little bit of a popular talking point, but it's true. I see him in there again today. Is De Gea just going to play the Europa and then he's off in the summer? It looks like that's going to be the case. Tento Cisco, how you doing? Says GGMU. Thank you very much, Eddie O, to you legend. He says 86 beauty. Smash the like. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, Eddie. Slabby needs a better defender with him. Well, this is probably what you're probably right. The only thing that I would say about Slabby is sometimes individually he is exposed and he is left wanting. He plays like a fucking absolute bloody smeg fridge after time goes, you know what I mean? With the wheels cut off. Do the fridges have wheels? I don't even know. But in this instance, all I'm trying to say is he's static as fuck. He's slow. He does cause us some issues sometimes. Of course, he would be better with a better defender next to him, as would Victor Lindelof. Anybody would be better with a better defender next to him. Is he individually good enough for Manchester United, though, going forward as our main centre-back, or partner in our main centre-back, or captain in the side? I mean, in my humble opinion, guys, it's a no from me. Sorry, on to the next one. BGT, sorry, we've seen some very large craniums today. There's nothing special. On to the next one. You know what I'm saying? But to be fair, he is obviously being a stalwart for the team in the side this season. He's played every single minute in the Premier League. You got to give him some respect. I do think he's a good player. I just don't think he is good enough for Manchester United starting centre-back captain in the side. He's not. Just because he cost £80 million doesn't make him an £80 million player. He's definitely not an £80 million player. He's a £30 million player who cost us 80 mil. That's not his fault. It's not our fault, but those are the facts. Do we need somebody better in that position if we really want to try and win the league? Yes, I think we do, because that is where we've fallen down this year, is the defending. We've been quite good attacking. We've been scoring a lot of goals. We've been penetrating fouls. Cavani's been an absolute revelation, as he was again today and was again last time, and just has been all season long. What a signing. Rashford scored a bunch. Greenwood's popped up with a bunch and looked better recently. So we've got firepower up there. Bruno Fernandes, of course, doing the things. The problem with United is we don't have that ability to stop the opposition from scoring, which, in my opinion, is probably the reason why we are going to finish this season 7 or 10 or 7 points behind City. Simply because of the fact that we shipped too many goals earlier on in the season, lost some games that were silly that we shouldn't, down to mostly, and yes, it's a team performance, and yes, the manager's involved with the tactics and the selection and all that sort of stuff, but mostly down to individual errors in a lot of these games, and it's usually the same sort of similar culprits. So I don't think there's any excuses at United anymore. Look, I used to criticise Luke Shaw because he deserved criticising. He wasn't consistent enough for United. He wasn't good enough. But this season he's gone, do you know what? I am the best freaking left-back in the world, and I'm going to show all of you melts and doubters that I am indeed that person. And he's shown that he's done it, and he's been consistent, and that's all I ask. He's been consistent to a good level. He's actually been consistent to a great level. But I want Luke Shaw, and I want every United player to be consistent to at least a good level. And I'm sorry to say that some of the defenders we've got in the team, certainly the centre-backs, they're not consistent, whichever way you want to look at it. They might have good performances here and there, slabbing to Maguire, etc. Has some great performances here and there. But he's not consistent enough. He will make an error. Same goes for Victor Lindelof. Even Eric Bailly, really, if you ask me, in and out the side. How can he be so consistent, you know? But anyway, it's not about the negatives of today. Those are the only negatives of the day. The fact that we lost the first half, the fact that we conceded, and the fact that maybe Lindelof and Maguire just are not good enough. But I would like to think that in the summer we will sign somebody in that position that's going to stop the rot at the back there and stop us shipping so many goals. Maybe to partner Maguire. I'm not saying Maguire needs to be sold. I'm just saying that I think that Lindelof and Maguire as a partnership is nowhere near good enough, to be fair. And Bailly can't rely on because he's made out of freaking polystyrene or something and he just crumbles week to week with an injury, a new injury here and there. And it's kind of hard to get behind that level of gashtasticness at the back, to be honest with you. So I do hope that somebody comes in to partner Slabby. If not partner Slabby, then get 2 centre-backs in the summer. That's genuinely how I feel. Like, even if we did get somebody to partner Slabby, that doesn't make Slabby ultimately turn into Vidic or Rio overnight. I mean, it depends. Look, I think Rio and Vidic were arguably better together than they were apart. Obviously, as a combo, it's like they've got that understanding. They know each other. Maybe if somebody came in and played with Maguire, he could turn into a boss for us. But he's too damn slow, guys. Yes, you're right, Kikicho Taka. So he says Luke Shaw was class again today. Such a pleasure to watch him play. What's going on with Luke Shaw? It's like you know that movie with what's his face, Brandon. What's his fucking face? I don't know, that Limitless movie where he finds that he gets that pill and it just opens up all his mind and his potential and his ability. It's like it's like Robert De Niro's buddy met up with him in the summer last year and said, "Yeah, mate, here's some Limitless pills. Take them. It's going to unlock all your fucking potential." Because simply this season, to say anything other than he's simply sensational is an understatement. He's been simply sensational this season, guys. Luke Shaw, easily the wing-back of the season in the Prem, if you ask me. Yeah, there's been some great wing-backs performance, but overall, consistently, I've got to say it's Luke Shaw. He's been so damn consistent. He's really been impressive in every single, certainly this year, 2021, for 5-6 months now. He has been basically our best player. The levels that he's bringing to the game every single week are huge, and he's asking a lot of his team, I think, as well. You know, he's creating a lot going forward for the team. You know, he's influencing the team in a positive way. He's not just defending, but defensively he's been very, very solid. He's just complete now. He just seems like he's turned a corner. He's approached the right level, the right age. Maybe it's a maturity thing. I don't know, but he's really knuckled down and he's really just gone, do you know what? I'm going to just show you. I'm going to show you that I am the best. Vincent Bullock says, have you seen what I've done at Old Trafford? Just drop us off getting the game postponed on Thursday. What do you mean, Vincent Bullock? No, I haven't seen that, mate. First class gamer says you can't have Ant without Deck. That's true. So basically what you say, yeah. How you doing, by the way, first class gamer? Yes, Ant and Deck. That's basically what we've got at the back. We've got, well, to be fair, Ant McPartland has a very large forehead, so he could be Slabby Maguire, and then Victor Lindelof can be Declan Donnelly because he's a little bit effeminate anyway. So that makes sense. Get in there, my son. How are you? Anyway, but yeah, it is a little bit like that. Do you know what? I'd actually like it if we had a Deck at the back. Unfortunately, we've got fucking PJ and Duncan at the back. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Yes, Edward Reed says Shaw did look good. Solid 8 easily. The guy's been so good. Most weeks he's getting a 7 or 8 or even a 9. He's been the player of the season for me, guys. Who's been your player of the season? Look, you could say Bruno Fernandes, I think, as well. You could say Edison Cavani is your player of the season if you ask me. You know, I'll take that answer. But for me, Luke Shaw is just about stealing the player of the season for me, my friends. Hey, 100 of you legends in here, nearly 100 likes on the stream. Do us a favor, everyone, and twat that thumbs up button. Oh, yes. Brandon C's return. Hello, Alex Hernandez. How you doing? Berber, what's going on, laddie? He says, great teams are built on partnerships. Maguire and Lindelof. And McTominay and Fred, not good enough for Everton. Yeah. Well, let's talk about what you just said there, Berber. And I actually agree with you, mate. I agree with you. I think we'd have conceded a lot less goals this season. We've played very well if we didn't make so many individual errors at the back made by those couple of melts that we've talked about there, Maguire and Lindelof. And then the midfield combo, this is it. It's hard to live in the past. You don't want to live in the past as a United fan or a football fan, but sometimes you have to, right? Because we expect certain levels to this game. We expect certain commitment, certain consistency at United. Now, you look at people like unsung heroes of the past, people like Michael Carrick or Jason Park, these type of guys. They would give you great performances every single week. And they were sort of unsung, I guess, because they weren't flair players necessarily. But you know what? I would take those guys in a heartbeat over McTominay and Fred right now. And I'm not slagging McTominay and Fred off, by the way. I actually like them both. I think they're good players. I think they have got the right sort of mentality for United. McTominay in particular is a great sort of leader out there. He gives it his all. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Fred has been quite good for us this season. Now, I know a lot of the times people are slagging him off. He has had some bad performances in there, definitely. But overall, he's actually been pretty decent. But these guys are not top quality starting 11 players for Manchester United. Are you taking the piss? No way are these guys anywhere up there, mate. We used to have bloody crazy Roy Keane in the centre of the park there alongside bloody Scholesy. That's the sort of levels we need to be trying to aim for. Not what we've got now, unfortunately, which is good players, but they're not great players. So, in my opinion, you know, we've got world-class players in a lot of positions in the team. You look at Cavani, you have to say he's world-class. You look at Rashford, I think that he's bordering on the world-class now. Okay, maybe that's up for debate. Maybe he's not quite there yet, but he's bordering on it. Bruno Fernandes is world-class. Luke Shaw's been world-class this season, so we've got some great players. Mason Greenwood's got the potential, but we do have a lot of areas where we don't have enough quality players in. And if you want to be a top quality side and win everything, those guys in those positions are the positions that you need to get in. So players like, Maguire, Lindelof, Fred, McTominay, these are good players, but they're not great damn players, man. They can't hold a candle to Rio, Vidic, these guys. So what do we have to do? We've got to get somebody in there who can. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. Give Axel a run at centre-back. He's quick, says Edward Reed. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I would as well. I'd give him an opportunity there. What's the worst that could happen? Anderson and Cleverly won a title in midfield, says Papa. But there you go, exactly. That just shows the measure of Sir Alex Ferguson more so than anything. But yeah, I mean, you're right. That's it. You don't need you don't need a team of 11 Galacticos, but I do think you need half your team needs to be world-class. I don't think Sir Alex Ferguson ever really had a team of 11 Galacticos. Actually, yes, he did. What am I talking about? That's bollocks. That's bollocks, isn't it? He definitely did. Evra, Rio, Vidic, Neville, he definitely did. He definitely did. So, but even so, you don't need 11 Galacticos, but you need 6 or 7 really top quality world-class players, I think. And then a bunch of really good consistent players in there and squad players to come in and out of the side, to deal with injuries and fixture congestion, all that sort of stuff throughout the year. KNG Mitchell, I like Basuma from Brighton. He looks decent. Or Ndidi, yes, guys. Yes, absolutely, KNG Mitchell. Great shout. If United had ambition this summer, we go get both of those guys. I'm not even kidding, both of them. If we had any ambition this summer, certainly we go and get Ndidi. Or... Hey, thank you so much, The Real Clammy, for the $9.99 super chat of love. Appreciate you, man. Get it. He says, you're all a bunch of bloody legends. Stick a trophy emoji if you think Pig is the Don. And we'll win the Europa League. Oh, thank you, The Real Clammy. You're a Don, man. Thank you very much for that, dude. That's very, very kind. And thank you, well, hello there, for getting that trophy emoji in there. Cheers, The Real Clammy. You're a top lad. Appreciate that one. Much love for the super chat there, dude. Kayam says, we just need a top-class centre-back and CDM. Yes, this is it. Or 2 CDMs, maybe. But yes, certainly as CDM. We've got a world-class, in my opinion, right-back. The goalkeeper position, I guess that's up for debate. Henderson could be world-class. In my opinion, De Gea is, even if he's been a bit inconsistent over the last couple of seasons. Still think he is world-class. Luke Shaw has been this season. Bruno, Cavani, Rashford, Greenwood has the potential. But there's not quite enough. You're right. We need to get a centre-back and a CDM minimum. But realistically, we do need to start looking at that striker position as well. I don't know if it's going to be Greenwood that's going to play there long term. Martial's probably not up to it, is he, if we're being honest? If we're just talking about that formula that I've just discussed of having a world-class talent, he's just not up to it, is he? He's not world-class. On his day, he's world-class, but it's not about that. It's about consistency. It's about doing it regularly, and he doesn't. So as much as I love Martial and think he's a great player, I don't think he's our number 9 going forward. Greenwood has the potential, he might be played there, but either way, you need to look at getting a right winger in Jadon Sancho, a striker in Erling Haaland, or somebody of that ilk, peeps. Thank you so much, Mr. Clammy, for that one, dude. Dizzy Red Devil, thank you, Fergie's son, Kayam, Primot, everyone. Hey, Kayam comments and says, we just need a... Oh, sorry, I read that one. We need a crop dunk, yeah. KNG Mitchell, one thing I'll give Ollie is that he's been getting the signings right, so I trust the process he's taken us down. Yeah, and that's up against the Glazers' shithouse ownery of the club as well, the shithousery from the Glazers. They haven't provided him in this summer with what he needed, or indeed in the January window, with nothing at all. So he's actually done a really good job, and the signings he's made have been good largely. Yeah, okay, Maguire was an £80 million slab. We're getting our money's worth out of him. He's playing every bloody minute. At least he's not costing us too many games. His other signing, Wan-Bissaka, I mean, that's going to sort us out for the next decade. He's that good of a defender and that good of a player. Look what he's done with other players like Greenwood and Luke Shaw, actually improving them, bringing through Greenwood and turning Luke Shaw's career around, really. Yeah, he's done a great job, hasn't he? Solskjaer's the man, guys. Hashtag Ollie in, hashtag Ollie doing bits, hashtag Ollie at the wheel. Oh, nice one, Benjamin Bessemer says, Piggy, we have over 100 likes, my man. Thank you, everyone, for turning out for the post-match show here. Just thought I'd jump on and talk about the game. Also, I wasn't able to do the watch-along. You have to forgive me for that today, guys. That's the first watch-along I think I maybe missed all season long, or I don't know, but it's been I don't think I've missed a game all season. But I missed that one, guys, and for that, I'm eternally sorry, my friends. I melted. I just couldn't sleep last night, so I finished my stream last night, and I actually did genuinely try to sleep from about 5 a.m., but my mind was just racing. I don't know, just wasn't ready to sleep. I just couldn't get to sleep. Ended up going to sleep at 10 a.m., setting up my alarm for 1 p.m., and sleeping right through it, my friend. So I melted. Foot the Glazers, says Primar. Absolutely. Hashtag Glazers out, my son. Yes. By the way, guys, working on a little project here, my friends. There's going to be a new Glazers out t-shirt. I'll just show you what I'm working on here. Shout out to the main man, Travis, for just hooking me up with this. But I've got a couple of Glazers out designs here for t-shirts and stuff, which we're just gonna where's the other one? Just gonna put on some t-shirts and stuff. So yes, fuck the Glazers. Hashtag fuck the Glazers. Hashtag Glazers out, my friends. Yes. Okay, Daily Bit says, don't skate over Slabby injury as an issue for the next 2 games, Pig. Is it? Is it an issue? Okay, then I guess it is an issue, yes. Yes, he has got an injury. He has been our most consistent player this season, not in terms of performances, but just in the fact that he's played every bloody minute. He can't get rid of the fridge. So he might have to have a game out. Yes, that's true. Hashtag Glazers out, yeah. You can't see shit, oh no. But the thing is it that much of a loss? Is it as bad as if Bruno Fernandes got injured? Is it as bad as if Cavani got... No. Sorry to say. Eric Bailly can come in. Twanzebe can come in. Look, okay, Maguire is a big player for us. He's our captain. And he's not as bad as some of the other, partners he's had this season. I think, obviously, Lindelof, I think, is probably a worse player than Maguire overall defensively anyway. But yeah, it's no big loss to me. It's no big loss to me, I'm afraid. It just gives an opportunity for Bruno Fernandes or Pogba or somebody else to take that armband, who probably deserves it more anyway, in terms of Bruno, and also, give somebody else an opportunity in the back, man, maybe Twanzebe or something. So, hey, Gungshi, thank you so much for the super chat of love there, Gungshi, legend. 670 NT. Thank you so much, Gungshi. Oh, thank you, Gungshi. Oh, you're too kind. I don't deserve this today, Gungshi. I've let you guys down with the watch along there. Yeah, I don't deserve this today, Gungshi. Thank you so much. Gungshi says, PayPal for our dear leader, King of the Bacon Brigade. Thank you so much, Gungshi. You're a legend. Gunshi's only gone and sent me 25 bones over on PayPal as well. What a man. Let's get some love hearts in there for Gungas. Thank you very much, dude. He says, cheeky donatione for a sleepy Don Piglione. United did it the hard way again, but our quality shined through in the second half. Shaw was excellent, as were Pogba, Bruno, Greenwood and Cavani. Get in there, my son. Gungshi, thank you very much for that, my good sir, my bacon consigliere. You're an absolute legend. I really appreciate that. And yes, I mean, the second half performance from the lads was great. Bruno on song. Cavani just does what Cavani does, man. He comes on, his movement's insane. Just the fact that he can just pull defenders all over the place. And he's got that tenaciousness and just that drive and desire. Really causes a lot of problems and asks a lot of questions of opposition defenders. Like you say, Greenwood scored a spanker. Rashford, really good cross in as well. Good second half performance. Bruno, Pogba was very good. Yeah, these guys have really performed in the second half. Let's talk about Paul Pogba for a minute, guys. What is going on with Paul Pogba this season? He's actually good. He's actually been good. Yes, he's not been super consistent like some of the other players like Luke Shaw, but he's still, for his standards at United, he's been very consistent compared to what he has been in previous seasons. I'm not saying he's not had worldly performances before, because he has done in previous seasons. I mean, remember that City game years ago? We talk about where he turned it around in the second half. He's had some great performances, but it's never been consistent. Whereas this season, I think, is the most consistent we're seeing out of Paul Pogba. Consistently good performances. And I think, again, you have to credit the main man, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, for that. Yes. Thank you, Gungshi. He says, better late than never, Pig. You need your beauty sleep, you handsome swine. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very tired still, actually, Gungshi. I'm melting. I know, that's right, Benjamin Besserman. What a don. What a don. Why is there still fans being negative, Pig says Bounce Central? What are they being negative about, though, Bounce Central? I don't know what they can be negative about, dude. How can they be negative about Manchester United? How can they be negative about Solskjaer? The only thing they can be negative about, to be fair, is the Glazers and the ownership of this football club and the disgusting nature in which they go about siphoning money out of this football club. That is what we should all be pissed off with. And that I can understand being disgusted with. But the actual team, the actual players, the manager, etc., no, I've got nothing but sheer pride and just positivity for those guys, man. I mean, seriously, like I've said before, this team under this manager with this group of players is the most unity I've felt from a United squad. It's the most belief that I've had in the United squad, and it's the most I've liked a United squad, to be fair, since we've been post-Fergie. I've not liked a lot of the signings that we've made over the last year. Alexis Sanchez, piss off, you Bruno Mars impersonating swine. You know what I mean, etc. There's been a lot of bad signings, a lot of bad eggs that have come in, but this set of players, You know, you've got your great core of English lads. You've got your Rashi and your Greenwoods and your Maguires and these guys, and that's very important and that's good. You've got youth coming through. There's players like Brando Williams are around the fringe. Greenwood's been brought through. You know, there's Twanzebe and Langa and Diallo, and these are the youngsters that are really excited to think about the prospects of their future. And then you have great players like Cavani who are leading up there, pure passion. Thought maybe he's coming in for the wrong reasons, but no, he proved everyone wrong and he's been completely committed to the cause and brilliant. And like the guys are so likable, the players are so likable, Solskjaer's so likable. He gets the club, he gets the squad, he gets the history. He's one of our legendary, iconic players. But more than that, he gets the club from a manager point of view, I think, you know, with the trying to get back to the good style of play, slowly but surely. Also blooding youngsters and making the right types of signings and playing the right sort of mentality, really. As United, you should be expected to go that. You should never say die. And we have been able to come back this season more times than anybody else from losing positions and show everyone we got that character. So, yeah, I do think that everything's brilliant with the team right now in regards to the players and the manager and that kind of stuff. Yes, exactly, K&G Mitchell. Totally agree. He says, this is the most attached I've been to United since Ferguson. That's exactly what I meant to say, yeah. That's basically what I meant to say. This is the most invested, the most attached that I have been with this United side post-Fergie. That's 100% true. Kino! Hey, Kino Critty, thank you so much for the €15 super chat. Get in there, my son. Thank you very much. Top of the morning to you, Kino Critty. Ah, you're a fine man, and your wife's a fine man too. He says, good win today, Pig. Do you think any or all of Pogba, Cavani, and De Gea their start next season? So, great question. Thank you, Kino. Great question. Firstly, I do think, yes, one of them will be here. Maybe two of them. Do I think all three of them will be here? I think that's quite unlikely, actually, yeah. Because of what's going on with Hendo and De Gea, it's looking like maybe De Gea could be off in the summer. That's a possibility. Pogba, the last we heard from his agent was that he wants to leave. He doesn't think that it's, blah, blah, blah. That Riola prick, absolute scum. That's the last we heard, really, from his agent, that they were looking at maybe having a move. Pogba's contract, all this stuff. Don't know about Paul Pogba. Is this him putting himself in the shop window so he can get a move elsewhere on big money and his agent can make a big load of money? Could well be. Or does he actually want to stay a United player and earn a new contract at United? Those are two different things. I don't know. And in regards to Cavani, he's probably the most likely, in my opinion, to stay. And I wouldn't, yeah, he's probably the most likely to stay because I think we need him more than anyone else out of those players we mentioned in a way. And also, just for a season or two, the fact that he's already here, the fact that he's a free, you just have to pay him the sign and on fee, the wages, that all adds to it. The Glazers are blatantly going to want to have Cavani sign on and stay rather than them go out there and have to sign a new player to appease the fans. They don't want to do that. Oh my goodness, well, I just want these scumbags out of our club anyway. Thank you, Kino Critty. You're an absolute legend for that. It's very kind of you, my sir. Appreciate you getting in here with your say, dude. And I agree with you. Those three players, I mean, I think 2 out of 3 of them will stay. Who do you think's going to leave in the summer out of those 3 players, guys? Get it in the live chat. Yes, G-Wolf, you did stand by Cavani when he first came. You're right, you really did. I have to credit you for that one, G-Wolf. I was a little bit like, I thought it was another Falcao. I thought we'd get another mercenary. He's just coming back from injury. PSG didn't want him or whatever it was. I don't know what happened. But I thought maybe there was a situation we were getting a player who was over the hill, who wasn't going to be 100% committed to the cause. How wrong I was and how right you were, G-Wolf. But then you also do think Slabby Maguire's a great defender, so you can't win them all, G-Wolf. Yes, I do. I wasn't exactly enamoured when we signed Cavani. Well, hello there, And I don't stand by that now. But at the time, you have to say, look, we signed Tellers and Donny in the summer. That's all we signed. And we signed Cavani on a free and last day of the window. It had a lot of panic buy-in signs about it, similar to when we got Falcao in. It had a lot of those vibes about it. Rightly or wrongly, that's how I felt. I felt like, yes, he could be good for us, but ultimately we're paying a lot of money to effectively what could be a mercenary here who's just coming in to take the money. It's not really going to be committed. But I'm thankfully admit that I was completely wrong with my initial feeling on Cavani coming to the club. Definitely. Yeah, that's right, Sam Game. And he says, I thought when Cavani was joining us, he would be shy, but I'm internally wrong. Yes, me too. Yeah, G-Wall says, I do. He is our rock. Oh, my goodness me. I think David De Gea leaves, says Dizzy Red Devil. Yeah, I think you could be onto something there. Makes a lot of sense. Just recently, you've just seen Henderson give the nod in the league. Yes, Keno Credit De Gea is probably most likely to go. Lindelof was shit today. Schoolboy error. Classic Lindelof, mate. Mark Coughlin, mate. It's classic, isn't it? Lindelof and Maguire always put in a schoolboy error, at least one. Cavani impressed me, says Jonathan Gallagher. Yes, Jonathan, what a man coming. It's just he adds so much to our side in terms of movement. Cavani should be the name of a sex position. It already is, dude. It's called the Edison Cavani. All you've got to do, you've got to get one lady on this hand and one lady on this hand. I'm just joking. Anyway, G Wolf United says, oh, hell no. Gungshi, he's our slab, but he's our slab. That's very true. First Class Gamer says, what do the stats say? G Wolf Maguire played all Premier League games. Yeah, he has played every single Premier League game. I mean, the thing is with Maguire is this season he's kind of been, if you actually look at the stats, he's actually been quite good. Like, the stats are pretty good in terms of, like, clean sheets and or winning games and, you know, just generally not losing games. But he has lost us a few games individually because of cash errors. Individually, I can think of a good few. And he's also not been consistent enough overall to the point where, you know, he's one of the better performers in this side. I would say it if he was. Giwa says, you look what Cavani did at PSG, you don't lose your class. Tell that to Alexis Sanchez, G Wolf United, mate. I mean, you do and you don't. It depends. There's different mentalities. I think it's more to do with the character of the player and how they can go on. You know, you look at Ronaldo, you look at Ibra, you look at Cavani. These guys are still doing it, but tell that to Alexis Sanchez, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, you do lose your class sometimes. Like, some players do lose their class, whether it's because they're just getting older and they're not good enough, or they just their mentality goes. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Yeah. Kingslayer says McFred and Lindelof should play for Arsenal. That's how bad they are. United second, to be fair, to Maguire. Yeah, exactly. He's not done terribly. He's actually, like I said, if you look at the overall, he's not done terribly. I actually do, listen, I do think he's a good player, guys. I keep saying this. I know I like to slag him off because he makes fucking errors and he's not good enough to be United's main captain centre-back. Definitely not. That's the issue I have, is he's not good enough to be top quality United centre-back that we know and need and should have. But he's still a good player. But I don't want a good player. I want a great player. Yes, that's a great shout, Sam Gaming. Jonathan Gallagher. Hey, legends. Right, thank you very much, everyone, getting in here. Smash that thumbs up button on the stream if you haven't done so. Get your thoughts and opinions in about the game. I'm just going to stay on here for a couple more minutes for a short reaction today, just to show my face because I melted for the watch along. Thank you, everyone who's got in here, and please do subscribe if you happen to be new. Josh said Harry will be a very top player. Okay, well, he's going to have to do it pretty soon because he's already like, what, 28, 27, 28? So he's going to have to do it pretty soon. I'd say up until this point, as a United player, he's been disappointing to me. That's just my opinion as a fan. Now, you guys can disagree with me, and fair play to you. But overall, for me, so far in a United shirt, he's disappointed me. There you go. Oh, fair play, Neymar Jr. Timothy Young says, Piggy, Cavani header was mangasm, mate. Yes, what a ball in by Rashford. And how about just that movement across the defender? And how about that finish? He's done that time and time again. He is a machine in that sort of position. I don't know if there's anybody you would want more in that sort of scenario when the ball's coming in and he's running onto a ball in a header position. Yes, maybe Zlatan, maybe Drogba, but he's right fucking up there with these guys in terms of his movement and his ability to get up on a ball across the defender and bang it in with that beautiful head. Seriously. Sin Games, hello Sin Games, what's going on? How you doing? Bendor, you have a bit of brown sauce on your face, pig. It looks like brown sauce, but it's actually something else. Sin Games, Kayam says player ratings. I mean, I only watched the second half, so I probably can't give you an overall fair rating of the game, but I'd have to say the best performers, I think, for me in the second half, Pogba, Bruno, Cavani, Rashford, Greenwood. These guys probably get good ratings, but Luke Shaw, very good. But yeah, I'm going to skip the player ratings this particular game. Pity Cavani wasn't 10 years younger. Definitely, Lasso. Yes, he's a player that has proven himself, and we could definitely do a keep him around for a long time. 10 years of Cavani right now, like he is right now, would be the problem that we all need solving. Fred and McTominay do a one-man's job. It's pathetic. If we had a real DM and a top-class centre-back next to Maguire, we would improve loads and a natural creative right wing. Well, maybe that's why Maguire has been exposed a little bit more often than not sometimes, is maybe it's down to this partner. It's a fair point. So if you put a proper quality player next to him, maybe it's going to help him. It's true. NCC Super Greg, United and Chelsea are the best teams in the EPL. You what? Chelsea like fifth, mate. Sam Gamer says, Maguire slaps people in Greece. Why would we want him as captain? Okay, well, that's in the past, mate. We're just going to hold that against him for the rest of his life, are we? I mean, no. Look, I actually think that was a good opportunity in the summer for Solskjaer to swing the axe and get rid of the captaincy then, but he did, and he stuck by him. Fair play to him. Does Inter Milan still need to pay United money for Lukaku? No idea. Did Maguire get injured? Yes, he did. He's going to be out for a couple of games. First goes game of slapping people in Greece sounds fun. In Greece, not so much. Sin Games, I'm good, pig. Working as per usual. Hope you're doing good. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I'm shattered, dude. I'm shattered, but hey, I'm here. Josh said we need proper defensive mid, mate. Yes, indeed. Yes, Wilfred Ndidi's my choice. I would have liked Thomas Partey in the summer before he went to Arsenal. Maybe seeing as Arsenal a proper mid-table fodder, Thomas Partey might want to leave them in the summer. We could sign him for $2 million off them or something. It happens. We do seem to... Anyway, yes, Ollie's at the wheel where HB. Josh said, you're a legend, mate. Berber says, when Fred and Lindelof start, it's like we have 9 men. They're good squad players, aren't they, guys? That's it. Squad players. Bring them in certain games, cup games here against the Leicester team, but they shouldn't be starting the big games, guys. Fred, no. He's a good player. I like him. I really like Fred. People slag, I like him. He's not a great player. He's another Slabby Maguire in terms of, in fact, he's not even, Slabby Maguire is a better defender than Fred is a midfielder. I'm just going to say that now. And I still think Fred's good. But if that makes any sense, I think that maybe, if I'm giving it out of a 5 rating, Fred gets a 3 out of 5 for me. Maguire gets a 3.5 out of 5 for me as centre-back. Vidic and Rio are 5s out of 5. Maguire's a 3.5. Keane and Scholes, they're 5 out of 5. Fred's a 3. Do you know what I'm saying? If that. Or a 2.5. But it's true though, guys. This is what we need. We need some more 5 out of 5s. Anyway, Hassan Anaf Kafi, what's going on? OHB, Diddy Hill says, I want Eddie to be my dad. What? Daniel Strange says, let's go top 4. Pig, do you know when Maguire is back? Because we need him for the final. Yeah, I think he's only going to be out for a couple of games, but we don't know yet. I'll let you know, or I'll try and give you an update somewhere on social media or something once we find out in regards to Maguire's injury length. Sam Gaming, we get rid of Dan James next season. We get Sancho. We'll bring Gnabry back to the Prem. Wow. Okay, well, yeah, that would be pretty cool. We'll see if our board's got any bottom. We'll see if they even are going to do that. Hopefully they don't, which means they'll piss off out the football club. We want N'Golo Kante a few years ago. I'd have loved him. I'd still take him now, to be honest with you, TK. Rupert Meadows says, Pig, if we don't spend, Chelsea will probably win the league next year. We do need to spend, though, but I still think it's going to be between City, Liverpool and United. And I know Liverpool have bottled it this year, but I do think with Van Dijk back, with a new fresh start, they did have some injury issues. I think they'll probably still be up there next season. But hopefully I'm wrong about that. But I know City will be, as long as Pep stays anyway. Daniel Strange, I don't want Daniel James to go. I think he's a lot to do. He's a good squad player, one for the future. He's young. I don't want him to go either necessarily. I just think he shouldn't be starting in any big games whatsoever and should just be used as a squad player and blood him for a couple of seasons until we find out if he's got the potential to be a starter. Joseph Victoria Rojan, thank you so much. Oh, Harry Kane's the one for me as well. That's the striker. If I could sign any striker right now, it would be Harry Kane, yeah. Rupert Meadows says, Pig, are you kidding? Chelsea are amazing recently. Yes, they are recently. Yeah, recently. That's you've got to be consistent over the course of a season, though. Tuchel, just because he's coming and got to the final. I mean, Roberto Di Matteo took Chelsea to the final of the Champions League and won it when he came in a similar position and got the job the next season and was sacked the next season because he did shy. When managers come in, I do think Tuchel's a good coach and he's done a great job at Chelsea, by the way. But I do think when managers come in, there's always an upturn in form. There's always a certain level of pick up in the players because they're all fighting for their places. And they've had a great start to his career at Chelsea. But I don't see him continuing that all of next season. I think they'll get top 4, but I don't think they'll win the league. That's my opinion. Hey, fair play to your opinion, no? They are good. Stukwanash Pasha says number 7 with 8 goals. Ben Dorwell, you're a Chelsea fan, so you would say that. But you know what I'm saying? You're wrong, Pig. Chelsea in 2 cup finals. Yeah, fair play. They've done well, mate. Like I say, when Di Matteo came in, he did the same thing and got Chelsea to a shitty Champions League final as well. So, it's a short-term boost is what I'm seeing. Hey, maybe Tuchel will prove me wrong. First Class Gamer says, Kane signs for United. That would be too many slabs in the team. Very true, yeah. We've already got too many slabs. Sin Games, Chelsea will be there or thereabouts next season, especially if they invest big again. United need to spend big now. Thing is, I said that last summer. So this is it. I said that Chelsea will be there or thereabouts I thought they were going to finish higher than us this season. But you just don't know what's going to happen. It depends who they sign. Werner's been crap for them this year. Okay, he might have done a bit better recently, but they signed Werner, they signed Havertz. Those were their 2 big signings in the summer. Ziyech, have these guys done all that much for them over the course of the whole season? I'm not talking about since Tuchel. I'm talking about the whole season. Not really, guys. Not really. Tuchel's a good manager. Yeah, he is. He's a decent manager. It's good, yeah. G Enigma says, with Cavani on top form, I really don't think United should waste 150 million on a striker. That's if he stays. I agree. If he stays, he's good enough still for a good while to do the job. There's no point getting rid of him. I fully agree with you. There's other areas of the team that need strengthening first. Centre backs, CDM, even a winger would be handy, because ultimately, is Greenwood going to be playing right wing forever, or is he going to be playing strike in the future? So there's a few positions we need to address, definitely. Bob 903047 says, I hope Chelsea do win the UCL. I'd rather they have it than City, says Bob. Yeah, I mean, Tuchel, everybody's just sucking off Tuchel at the moment, guys. I mean, just wait and see, you Chelsea fans. You're going to have a horrid time next season when you don't win the league, and you'll think you are going to, because, look, he's shit, mate. He bottled it at PSG. He's fucking shit, mate. Anyway, there you go. He's no Ollie Gunner, though, is he? He's no Ollie Gunner, guys. Sing Game says, true that thing. I thought United would finish 6th after the transfers we had. Christian Pasha says, please stay. Don't go. Let's sing for Cavani. Yes, we all want Cavani to stay, don't we? Andrew Cos, centre-back, still the thing needed the most. 100% agree. We should spend. Fuck the Glazer, says Josh said. In a way, I hope they don't spend. I hope they just go. And then the next person could spend. But that's not going to happen. So yeah, they need to spend. Rupert Meadows says, yeah, Pig, but they had Lampard in charge. He's a rubbish manager. Tuchel is so good tactically, he will succeed at Chelsea. Well, he couldn't succeed at PSG in a fucking farmer's set up there. So, don't know, Rupert. Fair enough. You're telling me that, but, each to their own. I disagree. Cavani scored again. What a player, says JB. Tuchel is a class manager, says Abbas Essie. Why? Why is he a class manager? Why is that then? Roberto Di Matteo did exactly this when he first came in. Would you consider him a class manager? Daniel Strange says, in my plan, United desperately need a striker and a defender in this summer, not a midfielder. To be fair, if you actually look at how Chelsea have played since Tuchel's come in, they have played so much better. They really have done. He is a good manager. I'm just saying, I don't think he's a fucking great. He's not wresting the Premier League off of Pep next season or anything like that. No, Chelsea is tight. Abbas says, because he's in a UCL final. That's not a good reason, Like I've already gone over this point. Roberto Di Matteo came in a similar instance, got Chelsea to the Champions League final and won it. Not just get there, but he got sacked a few months later, mate. It's about how you could do it over years. All I know is about Chelsea, yeah? Tuchel, he might have a little bit of fucking success in the short term. They seem to with all their bloody managers. You know why? Because their owner gets a new manager in, spends a huge amount of money terminating the previous contract, gets a new manager in, spends hundreds of millions for that manager in the next fucking transfer window every time, and then they have a short period of success, and then it bottles out. Or he goes, you know what, nah, you didn't win me the league that year. I'm sacking you off and getting a new one. It's going to be exactly the same story with Tuchel. If you guys are thinking, he's going to be a stalwart there like fucking, Sir Alex or something. No, he'll probably have a season of success and then see you later on, son, you're shite. This is Chelsea we're talking about, mate. They're the ultimate money bag, oil money, bottle job club. Come on now. I've been triggered by Chelsea fans. Anyway, yes, but Gaz, winning the French league with PSG, I mean, come on. I mean, that is not impressive, dude. It would be a disgrace if you didn't win the French league with PSG every year. And the amount they spent on players, talk about 190 million on fucking Neymar they spent. They should have won the Champions League, in my opinion. The amount of money they spent. So it doesn't impress me much, mate, to have some money bags team with a team full of Galacticos just win the French league and never win the Champions League. Nah, sorry. Not impressive to me, mate. Not impressive to me. It's a fucking farmers league, mate. Literally, if PSG don't win it by a comfortable margin of the year, they're fucking a joke. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Galvan, Spurs fan here, and please sell Van de Beek to us. It's clear he's not valued or respected at United. We're in a big trouble right now. Fair play. Well, hey, look, next season he's going to get opportunities. We're going to see players come and go, I think, next season, guys. And give Old Trafford a lick of paint, says Sing Games. Yes, these guys. No, I didn't do a watch-along, Stefan. I melted. You know what I'm going to do, though, guys? I'm going to wrap this video up there. If you want to have your say and continue the debate about this game or the performance or anything, please do come back in a few minutes' time once this video is finished and get in the not live comments. I'll respond to everybody there as well. Thank you for getting in here, guys. It's a great win for today for Manchester United, 3-1. It's a fantastic comeback after being 1-0 down. Great second half. Story of a lot of the games for United this season, really, like coming back, second half performance, great. Cavani, you know, it's a very similar story to this season. But what it does, it just stops City from lifting the title right now. Nice one, guys. Thank you, everyone who's watched this. I really appreciate it. Please do hit that like and subscribe if it's your first time here. You can follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, and Mr. Flying Pig HD on Twitter. The website's flyingpigunited.com as well. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone who's watched and got in here for the post-match. Once again, apologies, no watch-along. Normal service will be resumed for the next game, trust me. But yeah, I just had a bit of a melt-up today, guys. I'm probably going to go back to bed because I get a couple of hours sleep in before I do my FIFA video later. I'm pretty damn tired. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do that, actually. Maybe I should just start the FIFA early. But I need to have my synapses firing, guys. They've got a lot at stake here. Josh said, Ian Lamont, yes, trust the process. Ollie in. Thank you, Josh said. Thank you, G Enigma. Thank you, Rupert Meadow, Bob, RNG Little, Gary, Stefan, Gungshi Legend, Daniel Strange, Sin Games, Kayam, Rupert Meadow, William Hoy, Sukranashal Pasha, everybody else. Thank you so much. Sukranashal says, real talk pig about PSG and Tuchel. Legendary commentaries. Exactly. It's all opinions, isn't it? But thank you very much. Thank you so much, Sukranashal Pasha. Thank you, everybody else who got in here. Rupert, team to the Pochettino couldn't do it. Yeah, but Pochettino's a shite manager. What's your point, Rupert? Pochettino's a joke. Stefan Harringtonio, get in there, my son. Thank you so much. Literally, if you're PSG manager and you don't win the league, you are a fucking awful manager. I'm just telling you that now. And that's true. It's a one-team league. Monaco, Lyon, Marseille, yeah, okay. But nah, it's a one-team league, mate. We all know that. Anyway, guys, see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, William. Thank you, Sukranash Pasha, and everybody else. Yes, guys, get in there, smash the like, smash the subscribe, and I shall see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Come on, United. We got the win. Hashtag Glazers out. Let's finish this stream with hashtag Glazers out running through the live chat, because even if, you know, we've got the win today, even if they do sign us players in the summer, let's not forget these guys are parasites siphoning out huge amounts of money from this great football club, which could be used to further better this football club in terms of the team, the facilities, everything. Facilities afforded to the fans, everything. So get these wankers out of our club. Hashtag Glazers out. This doesn't paper over nothing. If they spend hundreds of millions in this window, it doesn't paper over nothing. Remember, keep it going. Hashtag Glazers out. 50+1 petition, guys. Go and sign it. Get the government on this case. We need to take our fucking football club back. Hashtag Glazers out. Green and gold, lads and lasses. Take it easy. And I shall see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. This has been... And come on, United. Legends. Thank you, Andrew Cos. Yes, we do it the hard way, don't we? Yeah. Gars, have a good one. Thank you, Gars. Thank you, Sin Games, Gungshi, Stefan, Fergie's son, William Hoy, Gungshi, Kayam. Everyone, guys, who's watched. This is just a member rundown to say thank you to the channel members who support and watch this show. Really appreciate every single one of you. That's the legends in green with the little piggy badges or the badges next to their names, such as Sin Games in the live chat, etc. So thank you, guys, and all the peeps who are running down this list right now. You can see. Thank you, Vincent Bullock. Have a great day. All the rest of you, take it easy. Yes, thank you for watching. And if you're not a member, you know, the best way you can support it, just like the video, give it a share around if you can. That'll help us out. Come back and comment, have your thoughts and your say, get involved with this community. Big up, JB. Big up, Shukran Ashal Bendor. Have a great day, mate. Sin Games. Jai Enigma as well, says sleep well tonight. Thank you so much. Stefan, everyone, you're all legends, man. Gungshi, take it easy. Gungshi, get yourself off to bed, you lunatic. What's the time? Actually, it's an early fixture today. Yeah, it's normal time over there, Gungshi. That's a good point. Anyway, everyone, thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day. I'll be back later on with some FIFA smashing Falls action. So see you then. Make sure you tune in for that. Click the notification bell, set it to all, and I'll see you on the next one. Quasimodo! No, wait. Esmeralda the bells. See you later, guys. Come on, United, we smash the villains!